Hey guys, it's Dragon's baby girl. We are back here at EastHill to do a better video and pay some respects to ours, and you guys can see what's in this book bag. Let's go. We're actually right now at the back on the side end of EastHill. This is one of the roads, many roads that come in because the main gate's locked, and it stays locked. I am burning up, so give me a second. I decided to wear a black jacket, and my camera guy decides to wear a red one with a thermal underneath it. But he's going to stay off camera for a while. He doesn't like being on camera, so I'm going to leave him off camera. So, first things first, we're going up to see Bud. Bud Phillips, the historian of Bristol. And then we're going to go see Miss Nellie. But before Nellie, we get to see Betty and her husband. And just so you guys know, I am from Florida. If you check out the other videos on my channel, I am from Florida. I am not used to hills, so bear with me. So just bear with me, folks. All right. Bud's grave is where? We did it. Oh. I am in my hiking boots right now. So, here's out. Oh, look at that right over there.
What?
The figurine.
Uh-huh.
That's a beautiful bird. Statue. Well, we're almost to the top of the hill. Just keep bearing with me, folks. Yeah. Trying to make it to the freaking road. Cemetery is basically bigger than you think. On Google Maps, type in EastHill Cemetery, Bristol, Virginia, Tennessee, and you see how big this place is. All right, here we go. Oh, right over there. I see it right now. I see Bud's grave right now. Where the flagpole you see, that's Bud's grave. Except his headstone isn't really like the others. You get to see how different his is. And yes, I'm out of breath. Like I said, I am from Florida. And me and my mom did Florida Cracker Girls. So, if y'all know anything about Florida, it's flat. It's hilly, but flat. So, we're gonna go visit Bud first, and then head down over there to visit Miss Betty and her husband, and then head over to that big old oak. And again, y'all get to see what's in the book bag. It doesn't take that long to walk the cemetery as long as you get here at a decent time. Honestly, I don't know how big the cemetery is, but they're still burying people here. Actually, correction. Wrong flagpole. That one's Bud's. Right over there with the American flag. That's Bud. They do have a ton of flagpoles in this cemetery, so it is easy to get mixed up. But I think since we have to go around the curb, oh, somebody brought their dog out.
No, I think somebody's dog got loose.
Huh, when do they not? Welcome to Bristol, people. Doggos get loose. Alright. Actually, since we're on this side of the cemetery, we're gonna go see Miss Betty and her husband. Just be very careful Dragon, when you come down. What do you think you're barking at? Go home! Go home! Oh, this one's really tricky. I didn't even know they were here until just now. Go home! Little ankle biter. Go home! It's an ankle biter. Be careful coming down. So, ignore the dog, because he's probably somebody's and he got loose. So, oh, sorry, didn't mean to step on you there, sir. Pardon me. He's basically going to pull away. Pull. Go! Sorry. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is Miss Betty Lou. She is a friend of, she's the mom of a friend of mine who is sadly not buried here with them. And I come see her when I can. And the next grave we're going to go see is, of course, Bud Phillips. And he's on the other side. I think I picked the wrong day to wear pants. Is he seriously going to follow us the whole way? He better not. Get to the staircase. I just lay here on my thing. At least unlike last time, I'm not as crazy as I was for Halloween to wear a onesie. And then I was scorching fucking ball. I'm good. We're up the stairs. Never see Bud. Like I said, I didn't know those were here until today. Did you know they were here? Exactly. Look at the angel. Some video picture of the angel. She's a little banged up, but still beautiful. And that is how we know where to find Betty and her husband. Is that headstone. And they're buried in the garden of the Good Shepherd. And like I said, I'm out of breath. This is one of the oldest cemeteries in Bristol. Actually, it is the oldest cemetery in Bristol. Some of these guys actually do have interesting names, but the town was founded back in the 1890s. Back in the 1890s. So, some were immigrants, some were just people out from around Tennessee and Virginia and maybe the Midwest. So they do have some interesting names in this cemetery. Very interesting names. And right up here at the flagpole is none other than Bud Phillips. I'll let Dragon see, so you see historian. You can read that. Just pause the video and read it. It's very interesting, and this is Bud's grave. He decided to be buried where basically, yeah, where you can basically see all of, this is what I was trying to get your attention on last time, I couldn't, yeah, the bench where you can sit, and as you can see from the video, that is downtown Bristol, guys. We are on top of the cemetery. And the building that you can see to the left of this obelisk, you're gonna get to meet the grave of the guy who actually built it. It is called Fort Shelby Towers. And you're gonna see the grave of the man it is named after. If you can see it off in the distance to the right of the Smith's headstone. And this is basically, this is not even part of Bristol. There's a lot more going toward the mountains, way more, and yet it is very beautiful up here.
Okay.
And of course, as you see, the bench says, Friend, rest here a while and look to the west and view the city which I choose for my home in 1953 and find it to be truly a good place to live. Victor Nicholas Budd, August 25th, 1929 to January 9th, 2017. So, come on guys. Nellie's just right over here. And again, you get to see what's in this bag. And there's a little history of Nellie. And her plaque will give it away. And again, I apologize for the wind. It's kind of a windy day here in Bristol. And the interesting thing about this cemetery is it is split between Tennessee and Virginia. Thing is, we're in Virginia right now. When you go that way, you're in Tennessee. That's the little tidbit about Bristol, is it's basically split between two cities. Between two states, I mean. And there is a legend about this cemetery, and it is that this cemetery is haunted. But not by now. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's the monster. Okay. Alright. If you can zoom in and read that. Oh no, what happened? Okay, good. Oh, you're just... Yeah, this is Nellie's grave. This is actually her first headstone. This is her first headstone. Huh. Maynard wasn't here last time, was he? Well, while he does that, I think it's time to give Miss Nellie presents. Like I said, this is what's in the book bag. This is what people do to let Nellie know she is still loved. Is leave her toys. Is to leave her toys. Until the toys look so bad that they have to be taken down and away and thrown out. The graveyard keeper really doesn't mind because Nellie is the first to be buried here. On top of that, she was only 6 when she died. So now, right behind her is another grave that's very interesting. Follow me. Watch an old headstone. As you can see, these are very, very, very old. These are very old headstones. Here's the reason I said, you've seen in the background past the Smiths, like I said, General Evan Shelby, the man who built the fort, and part of it is now Shelby Towers. So, that's the interesting thing with for General Shelby. And as you can see in the back, behind his grave, we have a mini Arlington cemetery here. But now comes the interesting thing. Trying to find Uncle Si, or Silas as his actual name was. While he does that, I'm going to see if I can find it. There was once a white post here. So the question is, where's Si? Right there. Si's right here. He doesn't have an actual headstone. Si doesn't have an actual headstone. His headstone is a post. This is the grave of Silas. This is the marker for Uncle Si, the 100-year-old African American who everybody loves. So in the section he's showing you now is actually the slave section, except that wasn't a slave. And as it said there in the plaque, Si was over 100 years old, and it read 132 years old. This is his grave. This is the marker of Si's grave, along with another. But I'm going to show you guys the reason the cemetery is haunted before we leave. See if I can find Sam, the old drummer boy. That's going to be the interesting thing with all these blasted headstones who are that of soldiers and their families. Lo and behold, the one I turn around at. Say hello to the ghost of the drummer of EastHill Cemetery. He is the reason you hear drumming here in the cemetery. Don't know how long the cemetery's actually been haunted, but he is one of the main reasons for the haunting. I thought we had an unknown soldier section of the cemetery, but I guess we didn't. But I am going to show you the gate before we head that way. Actually, before we head back out that way and go home. This is, oddly enough, our mini Arlington. This is just a mini version of Arlington Cemetery here in Bristol, Virginia, Tennessee. probably, we'll say, the 10. Oh, these are a bigger headstone than the rest. That's interesting. This is actually a memorial to the soldiers of the Confederate War, of the Confederacy. You got that side. I think Dragon's going to go all the way around it and show you the headstone, show you the snow. You got this one over here, the Confederate Sons of Veterans. And then you got this one as well. There's a lot on this plot. I'm going to let him come around and show you this side because I don't believe it. We are in, oh my God. Just wait until you see the, and then you've got this side. It's beautifully erected and it's just utterly gorgeous. Now, if only we could actually get around to see the upside of that, because we're reading this backwards. Think we can? Because there is a way to get around it. And I don't remember how. I don't remember how to get around it. Because there's nothing but a damn wall. Just be careful and going around. This is the Confederate section of the cemetery. He's going to be very careful to get around. Oh, there you go. You got down. I'm going to stay up here, guys, while he does this. This gate has stayed locked for as long as I've been here for 4 years. For 4 years, this gate stayed locked. Oh, and while he's down there, after this car passes, I'm going to have him turn around and face the yellow house. The house is very significant. The house was built in the 1800s. And there it is today. Now, if he can get back up here without breaking the camera, he'll be fine. Just keep looking down, you'll be fine. Okay, he did it. Alright, guys. Well, we're going to head back out that way and get out of this cemetery because we got stuff to do back at the house. But maybe we'll be back this weekend for Veterans Day, or just go to behind Ollie's to the other cemetery because another friend's dad is buried there. Might bring her along, I don't know. So, hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.